Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, click the little red button, and if you'd like to be notified of my posts, click the bell. It'll send you a notification. Okay, so we're following the Turpin case story. This is the couple who calculatedly tortured, chained up, and starved their 13 children in Paris, California. They have been arrested since beginning of January and have been awaiting to do trial pretty much since that date. There's been quite a bit of evidence as far as journals, a lot of investigation, a lot of pictures, and a lot of information that needed to be shared between lawyers and attorneys and generals and whatnot. What makes this case so interesting is the fact that both the parents are accused of torturing and hurting their children regularly. Normally what you see is one child, one parent that is abusing one child, maybe two children, but to have this many amount of children in one family and both parents are abusing them is pretty rare and honestly pretty despicable, right? I mean, how can somebody treat their own blood and children the way that these people were doing, going out and eating without them, keeping them in a home separate from them, you know, no physical contact, no love, and when there was any physical contact, it was abusive, it was violent, it was mean. There's just no excuse or reasoning behind any of this. I don't have very much information as far as, you know, when we're going to be starting all of the court dates. There is a readiness hearing set for October 5th. However, the court date has not exactly been set yet. We're hoping that that date will come October 5th. We'll have some more information. The footage, or I guess not footage, but the records of all of the children that had gone into the medical centers have been subpoenaed and they have been transferred over to the prosecution. So those records came from Hayter Spine Center, Redlands Dental Surgery, Riverside County Department of Mental Health, Riverside University Health System, UCR Health, and Neurology and West Coast Spine. So there are a few other places, but these are going to take some time to get through all of the records and everything that they had to go through to sort of get healthy again, get them fixed to, you know, the norm status quo of what everybody should be living like, kind of thing. David's living quarters are said to be really gloomy. He is in the Robert Presley Detention Center, and you know, they haven't been allowed to have any contact with the children since this began, and that's what due to the judge stating that there was going to be restrictions and no contact orders. So it's nice to see that that's still being held in account and that the children haven't been tainted or sort of communicated with even after this trauma had happened. David and Louise are also not allowed to communicate. So even though they are in the same detention center, they are on different floors and they do not see each other and they do not communicate whatsoever, which is a good thing in my opinion. Tell me your thoughts. Are you thinking that this trial is going to be something that's going to be long going, or do you think this is something that's going to be quick? Do you think that they're going to get a severe punishment, or do you think that this is going to turn into, you know, a parent's way of parenting that just went a little bit extreme as far as the religions go and stuff like that, that they were trying to uphold in their own home? So what are your thoughts on that? The total amount of charges between the couple is 88 felonies. David Turpin is facing the 8 perjury charges altogether. So they were planning to separate those two charges, but it would have been easier to acquit David on the charges of the 8 perjury charges had they have been held separately. So I'm glad to hear that the judge is keeping it all together so that he can, you know, honestly weigh this case for what it is. The fact that he lied, that he was signing up children into a school that he never really did educate, he never did really start, and you know, there was very little education that was given to the children after signing, you know, perjury forms stating that they were going to be educating these children in this home. So that's a pretty huge deal, and the fact that he had signed those papers before he registered his school states that he knew what he was doing was wrong. So If you folks enjoyed this video update from me, a thumbs up would be a great support, and stay tuned for more. I'll have more on this case in the next coming few weeks. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.